Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. You know, Happy Sunday. I typically try my best not to go live or even do videos on Sunday. Sunday is usually my rest day to clean, to do things that I need to do before I start my week. But for whatever reason, because I guess this was a hot topic, the Matt Barnes and Anasa situation, I've gotten a lot of comments. Some who agree, some who don't, which is perfectly fine. I still stand on my opinion about the situation. But one thing that I did notice is that people were saying there were some major allegations when it came to Anasa. And I had to try to do a deep dive on it. First things first, that she is coming off like she may be a villain in these stories. And what I mean by that is that she actually used to be married to a football player named David Patterson. Okay. And so what brought us here, hey Danielle, hey Renee, make sure you hit the like button. What brought us here was, of course, Anasa decided to keep posting and deleting, mind you, she posts and deleted, keep posting and deleting posts about Matt's infidelities, claiming he cheated, and he cheated on with 8 women just in 1 month in January alone. And I was like, that is nasty as hell. But yeah, she kept posting stuff, deleting it, and she even posted and added all the girls apparently he was allegedly messing with on IG. And of course, that led to people wanting to talk about this, and apparently want to talk about it because some are saying that she has known for a very long time he was cheating. She knew what she was getting into. Doesn't really shock me though, because like I told you guys, rumor has it on during his UCLA days, he was out there. And she also knew allegedly the type of women he liked, and they did not fit her. And like I said on my comments, some people were saying, because they were saying, well, that's a superficial way to look at it. Welcome to the real world, where we live in a superficial world, especially out here in California. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, just because someone wants to have freaky tales with you doesn't mean they actually want you as their number one or their arm candy. Okay. So, with that being said, some people were saying she's in court. There's like court battles in regards to this. Now, I was trying to look up as much information as I possibly can. I don't know if there's a custody battle. A lot of times I believe those things are kind of private, but what I do know is this. Hey, you guys. Hey, make sure you hit the like button. Hey, Time. Hey, Ty. Hey, Daisy. What I do know is this. I watched her reality show with her mom, Beverly Johnson, the Beverly Johnson, and her. And remember, I told you guys that it was very obvious that there were some issues even back then from what stemmed from her childhood. And that while she loves her mother clearly loves her mother also seems to be a reason for a lot of Anasa's insecurities. Anasa used to be a bigger girl. Her mom used to make fun of her. Like when she would walk away, she would kind of make like these, she's the fat girl gestures, waddling and stuff like that, her own mother. So she did not know her worth starting from her own mother, in my opinion, which is why she may be in situations that she's currently in now, even with her being as beautiful as she is. But again, doesn't matter what we think, it's about what she thinks. So she was with David at the time. Okay. David, and oh my gosh, Ava, her daughter looks just like her father. They were married for 7 years. Now, allegedly, someone said, and I could not find this information, so this is a big allegedly, that apparently when Matt and Anasa started dating, she was still married to David, or was at least still dealing with David, her first husband. So much so, they are saying that allegedly she tried to fake like that was David's child, Ashton, which is Matt Barnes' child, that she was trying to fake that that was his child. So then that way she could still be on the health insurance with that baby. Now that's alleged. I was trying to look up information to see if I could find it. I could not find it, but a couple people said that. Okay, that she literally was trying to swindle this situation and try to make it seem like it was David's child. Now, based on the information I saw, court documents, they divorced, or at least there was a separation, or court records says May of 2017 is when they filed for the separation, filed for the divorce. Now, if let's just say they got it done in May of 2017, I don't see how that's possible if Ashton was born December, I believe, of 2018. Did they say? I believe Ashton was born, they said December 2018. So you talk about December 2018, that means he was probably conceived around what, March, April or so. So if they got divorced in 2017, how was that possible? Unless they were still messing around and trying to see if they could work it out. But that was one thing that I was like, oh, hold the hell up. Now, I could not find the information. For those who may know where that information is, by all means, let me know. I looked up everywhere and I was like, I cannot find this information. Now, we do know the internet can be, erased. Sometimes people can try to erase stuff for different reasons. So I don't know if she got it taken care of, her mother, Matt, allegedly, whatever, but I could not find it. However, what I was able to find is that allegedly these kids that she had with David, Ava, and the two boys have allegedly been complaining about Matt in the past and how he hasn't been the best of the best stepfather situation. He treats them differently. Allegedly, he's mean. And David is not having it. Okay. And David has moved on. He's actually, I think, engaged to a woman currently, or he may already be remarried at this point. But when it comes to his kids, of course, naturally, if you hear that, you're going to have an issue with it. And apparently, so much so that I want to say in 2023, I saw January 2023, there was an allegation that Matt Barnes spit on David at a freaking football game during a conversation. Now, let Matt tell it was an altercation, or he was, getting a little rowdy or whatever the case may be. There was actually video of the encounter, a little small clip of it. And so with that being said, when that happened, now I don't put it past David to actually want to confront Matt, and maybe not in a rowdy way, but just to simply say, hey, let's talk man to man when it comes to my kids. Now, something tells me, just from previous experiences of seeing what has happened or occurred in Matt's past, and I don't mean by past like 10 years ago. Hell, we talking about a couple years ago, a year ago. I don't know when that happened with that child, that 17-year-old or that teenager. But I could see Patterson, that's his last name, trying to talk to him, and Matt just takes it to another level. Because spitting on someone allegedly, to me, that's worse than punching someone. Like, to spit on someone, unacceptable. Okay, and so with that, Patterson filed court documents and filed for the typical stuff. BA, you know what BA hopefully stands for. He filed for that. And then Matt did a counter, and Anasa was standing 10 toes down behind her man and trying to say that Patterson was the aggressor. Now, interesting enough that Matt always claims everybody else is the problem but him. If I had to put my money on it, I would say that David was the level-headed one and Matt was the one who went completely insane. And then because David took it to the courts, they decided to counter and say that David is the issue, not Matt. So with that being said, in April, the judge dismissed because I think David did a restraining order on Matt, and then Matt actually did a restraining order on David. Well, the judge dismissed Matt restraining order because Matt apparently didn't show up to the court. He didn't show up for the court date. So because he didn't show up for the court date, they completely dismissed it. Now, there's a lot of rumors about her and these kids. Okay. And y'all already know how I feel about kids and women choosing these men over kids. Hell, some of you guys are here specifically when I do the Love After Lockup shows. And that is one thing that boils my skin is women who literally choose these men over kids. And so apparently these kids have been complaining to their father, allegedly, about how Matt has been treating them. Now, remember, for those who have probably been following this, Matt also claimed that Anasa and her kids made him and his kids feel uncomfortable. He actually implied that on Hollywood Unlock's interview, and I think he actually went on an interview campaign around that time. He tried to make it seem like he was trying to force situations that made him uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So literally, it was one of those things where he said, well, I felt uncomfortable, my kids felt uncomfortable, and, I was trying to force something to work, so I chose myself. That's what he pretty much tried to imply in the situation. So he said they were uncomfortable. So because of that, and then also hearing that the kids were saying they're uncomfortable, there was even a rumor that the oldest son, David, said that for the most part, he spends most of his time in a closet, allegedly, because of how Matt was having them feel around that house. Imagine that. And how most of the time they said that, he wouldn't barely speak to them, or he would be mean to them, and he would be in his room just pretty much like smoking all day. So when I heard that, and I said, okay, if this is true, and then this man and you go back and forth on social media. And at this point, I'm like, both of y'all like that type of toxic social media energy. It seems to turn y'all on for whatever reason. But when that went down, where I guess allegedly she was trying to make it seem like she was still with Matt. Now, this is getting deep, and it's almost giving Fatal Attraction. I don't even know if I could say that. FA. Apparently they had broken up, and Anasa was pretending as if she was still traveling or was still around Matt. Like, for example, during All-Stars a couple years ago was in Chicago. Apparently she was creating like actual videos and even like pictures, allegedly acting as if she was in Chicago, like she was with Matt. And people pretty much called her out on it and found out that wasn't the case. And I'm like, ooh, like this is a little creepy. This is a little weird. So apparently that happened. But then also remember, Matt posted a picture of him and Ashton and said, Ashton, hopefully I'll be able to see you soon. And when he said, hopefully I'll be able to see you soon, a lot of people was thinking that she was keeping Ashton away from Matt. And so she clapped back and apparently was showing like text messages of the back and forth. But some people were saying those text messages, they seemed like they were skipping. She wasn't showing the whole entire text messages. Even Matt said that. Now, again, because of Matt having the reputation that he has, I can understand that people will be like, he always lying because of his reputation. But even people who have issues can sometimes possibly tell the truth. I don't know if it's true or not, but what I do know is that when it comes to these kids, if these kids have been complaining to their father and that's been going around, and we already know, even with that TV show, kids will sometimes sacrifice their own happiness just to try to please their parents. We know that happens all the time. So something tells me behind the scenes, because somebody was saying that they're still kind of going to court still to this day. David, the father, may be trying to fight for full custody of his kids. He may. He may, to get his kids away from that situation. And honestly, let's be clear, the social media rants is not going to help the situation. You posting that your fiance slept with 8 women in 1 month allegedly, and you're posting this stuff left and right. Hey, Shayna, yes, please like the video. Posting stuff left and right. I don't think that's going to help your case. I don't think that's going to help your case. Posting Uber receipts and things like that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to help your case, because then it would kind of question what type of environment your kids are in. Okay. So yeah, this situation, I was just like, okay, wait a minute now, Anasa. Because just because someone is quiet and seems to be, you know, very meek, quiet, sensitive, doesn't mean that they're not throwing rocks and hiding their hands. And just maybe, we got a little bit of that when it comes to Anasa. And this is another reason why I'm saying this, and I'm about to play it. Yes, as women, when we encounter these moments, we need to take a step back and let our emotions calm down. Absolutely. Because then you don't realize what you're possibly losing in the situation over your emotions. Hey, T Pretty. So this is another thing that someone mentioned that I had to do a deep dive to try to find this, honey, and I found it. This lady right here, she is a hairstylist, and apparently she has been a hairstylist to Beverly Johnson and Anasa for 23 years. Okay. And allegedly what she claims is that Anasa did some shady ass shit when it came to her doing business. Now, mind you, again, 23 years, but she said what the lady did say is that she, I think, started off with Beverly Johnson, and she said she loves Beverly Johnson. Beverly Johnson's like a sister to her. But Anasa seemed to be the reason why there may be a rift at this point. But it gets deep, and I'm about to play it so you guys can actually listen to it and see it. But I'm gonna have to pause it, of course, in between, because you know, fair use. I just need to say that, and this is for educational purposes only. But yeah, I'm about to play this, and then we're about to have a conversation about this child, because it gets freaking insane, honey. And let me tell you something, and for the ladies who know, as a girl who's been getting my hair done since I was freaking 4 or 5 years old by a professional hairstylist or whatever, one thing that you know for sure, you don't piss off the hairstylist, because the hairstylists know everything. Everything. So with that being said, I'm going to play this, and yeah, we going to talk. We definitely going to talk. There we go. All right.
Hey, you guys. So this is the Hair Boss, and I'm coming to you live right now because of I'm sure you guys have seen on my page the incident that happened with Anansa Sims. I guess, I don't know if that's his girlfriend. She's Matt Barnes' girlfriend on and off. I don't know if they're together right now. I really don't give a shit. But in answer to this whole situation of what happened, I've been doing her hair for over 23 years, her and her mom, Beverly Johnson. She's a beautiful, lovely person. I love her to death. She's like my sister. And I am appalled at this point. I am a loyal stylist to this family. I'm loyal to a lot of celebrities and social media girls, I guess, whatever you want to call them. I'm loyal. I don't tell anybody's business. I don't talk about them. I don't believe in that. I believe that whatever you speak about in private, that's your business. Hairdressers, we hear it all. We're like psychiatrists in a sense. But you also have to be loyal and you have to be quiet. So anyway, the reason why this whole thing has jumped off or whatever you want to say is because my daughter, she does hair as well, and she's always going behind me with, like, it's a conflict of interest because if I do hair and sell hair and you do hair and sell hair, don't communicate with my clients. Please give me that respect and don't try to go behind my back and try to pull my clients, especially people I've been doing for many, many, many years. I've built a relationship with and I'm loyal to. And so on and off trying to give my clients hair that I sell. Come on. You're going to sell my clients hair that I already sell, and I'm the one to put you up on the hair game? Get the hell out of here. What are you kidding me? I've been in this game for 30 years plus. And I put you up on the hair game and you're going to go behind my back with my clients. Anyway, that's a whole nother story, you guys. That's something totally different. So all I asked her to do, she tells me, oh, your daughter gifted me this hair. So do my hair, put this in, and I'll give you guys credit. I said, that's a conflict of interest, babe. You're putting in hair that my daughter gifted you from a hair company that I sell hair from. And I do hair, and she sell hair, and she does hair.
That's when I knew that I had something. That's Jennifer, founder of Mothers Helping Others. I'm Katie Evans.
No. It's a conflict of interest. So I told her next time, then she posts my name, misspelled it. You don't know how to spell Miss Hairboss 91? MIS Hairboss 91? How hard is that? So I simply asked, please, can you just change it because you're sending them to the wrong address, but you make sure my daughter's address is correct, but you're sending them to, yes, petty. I know it's super petty.
Sorry,
guys, but this is what's happening. So you're sending them to my daughter's address. I said, next time, just let her do your hair because it's a conflict of interest. Oh, I don't want this drama, and it's not drama, honey. It's business. Business is business. She gifted you hair so you can blow up her company. She does hair, then have her to do it. Because
Okay, so pause really quick. So for those just to catch up, her daughter does hair and she does hair. And it seems like there's a conflict between her and her daughter because her daughter kind of went behind her back to kind of underhand her. It sounds like to sell hair to Anasa or possibly whomever else. So to me, in general, in that situation, especially if you've been doing my hair for 23 years, you have a great relationship with me and my mother, I'm not getting involved in that, especially if that is her daughter. I'm staying out of that stuff. I don't want your hair. I'm going to go with the person who's been doing my hair for 23 years. I'm not trying to get caught up in that. So it seems like Anasa decided to put herself in this situation, whether it was to be able to get free stuff, free whatever. But to me, automatically, I'm like, that's messy. And you're pretty much in between a mother and a daughter. But let me continue.
You sit in my chair, the stylist gets the credit. So, oh, you just want me to delete it? That's up to you. All I ask you to do is do a simple thing. It's just spell my name. Spell my name correctly. That's it. And that was a big ass hoopla. Why? I don't know. You can't spell MIS Hairboss 91? Miss Hairboss 91? And all I ask you, I even showed you how to go in and change it on your page. You're telling me it can't be changed. I'm like, yes, it can be changed. So this is where this stemmed from. So I just told her, listen, I don't want the conflict. I'm not a confrontational person. I don't do drama. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a boss. You want that mess? Y'all used to that social media mess? You'll never see me in no social media mess until today. So I don't know what. So some comments. She posted my daughter doing the hair the other day, and I said, and don't forget, give credit when credit is due. That's all I said. Oh, well, I did give you credit and you told me to take you off. So I didn't say that. I said next time, let her do your hair. If she gave you the hair, she does hair too. Let her do your hair. And that way it won't be a conflict of interest and it won't be any problems. Because people send people hair all the time. Wigs, hair, all the time. Big deal. So my point was that I said, Anansa, next time, let Janae do your hair, honey. I can't do your hair anymore because I don't want the conflict of interest between me and my child. She writes this long post and now she's got people on her page shaming me. I'm like, shaming me, honey? Don't go there. Remember, I'm 23 years your stylist. I know everything.
Right.
You're going to have your friends shame me because you're lying to them about what was said? That's unfair. I said, next time, let her do it. And then that way, it won't be a conflict of interest. That's business. Business is business. You go on with this long thing like, oh, you told me you didn't want me, so I just did. Oh, what a class. That was her mother just trying to calm me down. I said
Beverly
no.
Johnson was trying to call her.
Please tell the truth about what's being said. That's so unfair. When social media came to me about you, when social media came to me about you and Matt Barnes, I never said nothing. When them little heifers came and sat in my chair to try to set you up and try to say, you know what, I gotta pull over. Because I'm about to tell the tea. I'm tired.
Tell the
I'm tired of this
tea.
boy. Y'all want to hear the tea?
Yes.
Call your friends, call your cousins, call your neighbors, because I'm about to give you the whole tea. I'm tired. You're not gonna threaten my life and my boyfriend's life. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna tell you the whole.
You heard that, right? Now this is over hair. And now she's scared for her life and her boyfriend's life over hair. Okay.
Whole truth and nothing but the truth. Because you're not gonna. Because I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I've been loyal to you and your family for many years. When they came to me about your mom and Bill Cosby, I was loyal. When they came to me about you and Matt Barnes and asking all this stuff about your business, I was loyal. I never said anything because I'm loyal. I'm not messy. I'm not, and I am a child of God. I am a Christian. I'm not messy. But then when you go back and lie to Matt and tell Matt bullshit, and now this man is texting me, threatening me and my boyfriend's life, that's fucked. Excuse my language. That's fucked up. That's wrong. Now I got to go get an attorney and I got to go file fucking police report for this man because you lied to him.
Okay. So I think that should answer your questions that's in the chat. She went there because she's saying Anasa went back and told Matt something that clearly was a blatant lie to the point where Matt was contacting her allegedly and you know what, to her life and her boyfriend's life. So this is why she pretty much is like, oh, enough is enough. When you trying to say my life is on the line over freaking hair, when I just pretty much told you it's business, tag me properly or whatever the case may be, and don't get involved in between my stuff with my daughter, you want to go back and say something to where Matt now is coming at me crazy and my boyfriend crazy. So this is what she's talking about. So let me ask you this, crew. You've been doing somebody's hair for 23 years, and usually with 23 years and you're also dealing with someone Like Beverly Johnson may have money, but I don't know if Anasa has really, been pulling in money like that. I'm going to assume maybe within those 23 years, she has definitely done some hair for free and even given bundles for free. That's 23 years of relationship. Okay. So you mean to tell me after 23 years, you pull something like this to where now your boyfriend or your baby daddy is contacting me doing something like that? Would you guys still stay loyal? Would you still stay loyal? Or would you say enough is enough? Now I got to go to the courts and everything else, and you doing this? Yeah, I'm about to wreck shop. And maybe, y'all let me know. Do you feel like she should just stay quiet? Or should she put stuff out there at this point?
I don't even know what the hell you told them. You call me and I don't answer because I'm in a meeting discussing a film that we're working on. And then he texted me, calling me a 70. Honey, I'm not 70 years old. I ain't nowhere near it. You got the wrong one. You're texting, threatening me. You're threatening me over some fucking hair. What kind of bitch move is that? Excuse my language.
Right.
That's a bitch move. A hairstylist? You stoop that low? I didn't do anything wrong. All I asked you to do was post my name, give me my credit correctly. How hard is it to post somebody's name correctly? How hard is it to say, Miss Hair Boss, oh, I'm sorry, Albie, let me redo it. You've been posting it correctly for years. All of a sudden, you don't know how to spell my name? Don't you have a degree? It's so wrong when you feel betrayed by somebody because you have been loyal to them for many, many, many years. I got tabloids up my ass. I've got people coming in asking me questions about. I love Matt. Matt, I call him little big brother. I love Matt. He's never done anything wrong to me until whatever she told him. And now he's threatening me and my boyfriend's life. What has my boyfriend got to do with her hair? Are you kidding me?
I felt something just overcome me. I just felt peace. I just looked at that drink and I didn't even.
I don't understand y'all this social media shit. All you ever see me post is my hair, my clients, and now you telling this dude some shit because you know you're wrong. And we won't go there about, oh, honey, no, ma'am, no, sir. You really want me to spill the tea? I have been loyal. All I'm trying to do is post my business and promote my business, and you got your man threatening my life? Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Absolutely spot on. Thank you, Jackie. Got a few emails of people saying, can I recommend a book on spiritual?
I don't feed my kids paper to get them to shut up. I don't let my kids sit in shit dirt. Baby. Baby.
Did y'all hear that?
It's just so wrong. My clients will tell you I'm loyal if you need your hair.
Did y'all hear that? She said it sounded like she was trying to imply I don't let my baby sit in shit. Now y'all know when you hear those type of things, when it comes to mothers, what does that imply? What does that imply? So again, who is really Anasa? And I'm not saying that Matt is innocent. By no means. I'm saying that there can be two villains in the story, and maybe that's how they got together in the first place. Both of them came together. People, you know what I'm saying? You can attract opposites, but for the most part, a lot of times you attract what's inside of you. So yeah, she trying to hold back, but you can tell she is fuming right now. Fuming.
done. If something goes wrong, I'm like, come on, let's do it. Let's get it. Because I care about my clients. This is wrong. I didn't do anything. And my boyfriend, if I tell him that Matt Barnes is threatening his life over a fucking skirt, some fucking hair, are you kidding me? You don't threaten somebody's life over some fucking hair? I'm busting my ass trying to make ends meet, taking care of my kids, and you're gonna fucking threaten my life?
This is the Frank Sontag Show. 99.5 KKLA. Education matters.
I will spill the fucking tea so tough.
Hi, this is Frank Sontag. And future teachers and administrators graduate from
You don't know. But you're a Christian. But you got your is that your boyfriend? Now, should we go there on that topic?
Programs are taught from a Christian perspective and marked by rigorous training and generous support from start to graduation. Earn your degree from a national.
Don't let me spill it, because I will sit here for hours and I will tell you a tale that will blow your mind. It's wrong. Why would you sit there and call me out my name, calling me broke? I make more money than your girl, bitch. You gonna call me broke? Broke? I make more money than your fucking girl. She don't make money like I do. She don't make my money. She got child support and a fucking check. I ain't got no child support, no check, and I make 10 times that fucking money. I make that one check on one client. Don't ever fucking call me broke. I own my shit. Ain't no man bought me no car. I bought my own car. 3 of them. Just bought my son a Mercedes and my other son. You guys, I try to stay away from social media. Hello? Hello?
What happened?
Child.
Matt, Anasa got Matt. I can't see you, babe. I didn't see your face.
I don't know if that's Beverly Johnson who's saying
now?
what happened, but
No. You get your boyfriend sometimes Saturday, and then maybe not Monday,
ooh,
to threaten my life and the life of my boyfriend. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I loved you. I care about you. I supported you when those girls was gonna beat you. When Matt's sister was gonna beat your ass. I protected you. I prayed for you. I prayed with you to get him back. I stood my ground as a woman and as a woman of faith. And I don't know what you even said to that man. Like, what would you say? And why would a man care about some hair? And you're going to sit there and have him to call, I'm not 70. Do I look 70 to you? I'm 52. Calling me broke. I got more money than your girl. I make more money than she do and got more money than she do.
oh,
I ain't broke, nigga. Far from it. And you shouldn't talk about broke. You
oh,
shouldn't talk about no money.
uh-oh.
You gonna call me out my name? Talk about me? You don't even know me like that. And then turn around and threaten my life and the life of my boyfriend. You don't even know my boyfriend like that.
Is she implying Matt broke, allegedly?
And you're gonna threaten our lives? Our life? For some fucking hair weave and a closure? From some ranky-dank ass girl? Are you kidding me? That's what life is worth these days? Is a hair weave? Some bundles? Bitch, I'll give you some bundles. Damn.
Okay. So, I mean, we can continue for sure, but I don't think she's gonna. Well, first of all, tea time. This happened years ago. This happened years ago, and it seems to me she's doing just fine. But again, to go that far to where she feel like she has to get the law involved, yeah, she's not being salacious or she just dropping, you know what I'm saying? She's pissed because now she has to literally, it went way too far over here. But I don't think she's in the wrong to a certain extent because she wasn't in the wrong from the beginning. Like she said, you have had no problem adding me anytime before when it came to me doing your hair. Now all of a sudden there's a rift between me and my daughter, and now all of a sudden you want to sit up there and say it, put it on there incorrectly. I tell you to change it, and now you making it seem like it's this big drama, and you get your boyfriend involved, and then your boyfriend takes it to this hood level, and then now I got to get the police involved. Yeah, I don't think she even wants a client like that anymore. I think she definitely dropped Anasa at that point, may have even dropped Beverly Johnson at that point. But I think she'll be okay. I don't think she would want clients like that. And I don't think the real clients who are about just the quality of her work and her hair, I don't think that they're going to drop her because of the situation. They will probably say she's in the right. They will probably say she's in the right. It's so hard, in my opinion, to find a good extension hairstylist. I doubt it. To find a good, it's so hard, in my opinion, to find one. I mean, in LA, probably not. In LA, probably not. But I will say this. I find it interesting some of the things that she said. She said, I'm not broke. I got more money than your girl. And you don't want to talk about money and you don't want to talk about broke, Matt. There may be some financial stuff going on there. You know what I mean? There may be some financial stuff going on there. And it could be that Matt's not giving Anasa, of course, the men who got the money, a lot of the times they'll give their women, their groupies, you know what I'm saying, side chicks or whatever. They'll give them a certain stipend to get their hair done and get their nails done or whatever the case may be on a monthly basis. It could be possible that he's not doing that for her, and she was trying to sit up there and get her bundles and get her hair done or whatever, and she was trying to get those bundles for free. Clearly, it sounds like she possibly got the bundles free from the daughter because she probably thought she was going to get the bundles free from this lady, and so she got those bundles. Okay, she got those bundles and then decided to try to have this lady put them in, because I guess she felt like she know how to put them in the best way. It could be that she was trying to sit up there and get a major discount because she ain't got it like that. And if Matt ain't giving it to her, she's not working, which is so damn interesting. Do y'all know Anasa has an MBA? She has her degree from UCLA and she has her MBA. I don't know where she got her MBA from, but she has a master's, and she used to be a financial analyst or something like that. She used to be a financial analyst. She was actually working. And then I think after that, she decided to be a plus size model. And then now she has decided that she just wants to be a stay at home mom. Honey, I don't know if yo boo got it like that, which may be even more of a reason why I said yesterday that, in my opinion, it could be that Matt was trying to do his best to keep Anasa on his good side and her be on her good side, because for her to leave and collect child support is probably going to do more damage to him than versus keeping her in the household with their kids. You see what I'm saying? So she kind of spilling some stuff out there that maybe they don't really have it like that, which rightfully so. It's not like Matt Barnes was like a top 10 NBA player. I mean, he stayed in the league for a certain amount of time. He definitely probably got way more money than your average. But again, it also comes with more expenses too. So hopefully, like his what is it, the podcast that he has or whatever, hopefully that's bringing in some more money. From my understanding, the house that they're in, I don't know if they own it. I was reading somewhere that they say that he actually rents that house. So, child, there may be a lot of stuff that we don't know. And again, I say all the time, don't assume because somebody is a celebrity, don't assume because somebody plays sports that they really got it like that, because you never know. And it could be in her profession. She already said she got more money than Anasa. She may have more money than him, because we all know the hair business and the bundle business is very lucrative. But let me continue.
And maybe if you had gave her some money, she wouldn't have to have somebody gifting her some fucking hair to make her look halfway decent. And then you're gonna get mad over something your ass didn't even pay for?
Ooh, I just said that. Ooh.
Oh, don't let me go there. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna calm my spirit, because I'm not gonna let someone. Yeah, he is childish as fuck, because you sit up and threaten somebody's life over bundles of hair. Bundles of hair that you did not pay for. Are you kidding me? Miss Sams, I suggest you shut your mouth and you apologize to me. You see this right here, you guys? This is Canoga Park Police Station.
Ooh.
Right here.
Ooh.
This is Canoga Park Police Station. I'm going to walk in about 2 minutes. I'm not going to allow nobody, because when you threaten me and you threaten my life, then that means you threaten my children, because they won't have a mommy. That means you threaten their children. That means you threaten my whole family. That means you're threatening my livelihood. You're threatening everything that I am doing as far as my business, my film deals, all my things. You're threatening all of that because you sent a direct threat on me and my boyfriend's life. Why would you do that? I can't see you, honey, but you can go ahead and talk. Call me back. I can't hear you.
All right, I think that's enough. It actually goes on, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm tired.
But yeah, she's in front of the police station.
I'm tired. I have been. Oh, Nicole, Matt Barnes threatened my life because of Anansa Sims, his sometimey girlfriend.
Sometimey girlfriend
that he didn't even pay for. It's such a long story, you guys. You guys, one thing I will say to you is that leave petty shit alone. Don't threaten people's lives over it because it's petty. You cannot threaten somebody's life. You cannot sit up and threaten somebody. And because when you threaten me, you threaten my sons, you threaten my grandson, you threaten my business, you gonna threaten my boyfriend that you don't even know over a hair weave that you didn't pay for.
Okay.
Some hair she got.
She keep repeating herself. So on that note, so yeah, you guys, what do you think? What do you think? If you ask me, she seems to be very credible in what she's saying. I mean, and like, you know, Tea Time was saying, so she made her loyal customers, they probably didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that they know her and they will take her word over, you know what I'm saying, a Matt Barnes or a Anasa or whatever. She may have lost maybe new clients, but I don't know if she's been in the game for that long, if she really cares about that. I feel like she has no reason to lie about this. And you can tell she was so upset that she was almost in tears, and she seemed like she was even shaking at one point. She seemed pissed off. So it really made me start to say, who is Anasa? Who is she? Because it was petty. You could have just simply like, and I'm one of those people where I give credit where credit is due. Now, I'm not a free fall person where I just, because you can't give love to everybody, because everybody is not genuine when it comes to receiving the love or giving the love back. We could talk about that, child. But when I sit up there and I have a source and I find it, you know what I'm saying, or it's something pops up on someone's page or whatever the case may be, or I find that somebody's page gave really good information, I have no problem saying who that person is, because I give credit where credit is due. And this woman has done your hair for 23 years and your mother's hair for 23 years. Was it really worth it over hair bundles and tagging her correctly on social media? Was it really worth it? I would say someone in their right mind would think it's not worth it. Fix it and keep it moving. And the fact that you literally allegedly took it there to where you got Matt involved, to me, Matt shouldn't even been involved in some female drama in the first place. I don't like when men get involved in female drama. I just don't. Like, to me, that says a lot about his character as a man. But for him to get involved, she knows the type of man that she's with. She's known that man since they were at UCLA. She knows how he can escalate situations more than likely. To me, you telling him you wanted it to be escalated. You wanted that drama. You wanted it. You wanted it. So and I don't know, Anasa. I mean, I understand at this point you posting stuff left or right. And I think I even said yesterday, I'm a little hesitant with her posting stuff and then deleting it, posting stuff and then deleting it. He's known for doing stuff like that too. They just seem to both, like, they may deserve each other. They may deserve each other. Now, I'm still standing 10 toes down. I don't think Matt really wanted her. I really don't. I think he realizes it's cheaper to keep her. That is in my opinion. That man allegedly, I know plenty of people, UCLA, they said that man had a certain type consistently all the time. If he did deal with black girls, even if they were lighter black girls, even if they were darker black girls, they were for freaky tale purposes only. He damn sure wasn't sitting up there booed up with them like, this is my lady, this is my woman. There was always the biracial, racially ambiguous. Does that mean that he treated the other ones better than Anasa or the other girls? No, but at the same time, like I said, as a black woman, we have to be careful when these men have never ever dated us and then all of a sudden they want to start dating you. Why? And let him tell it. He said they were casually dating, if I'm not mistaken, and oops, she got pregnant after the second or third date. He's playing this damn girl, and he even said that with the last breakup. He pretty much was making it seem like it was freaky tales only, and oops, she ended up getting pregnant, and it almost kind of implied that maybe she created a trap baby. So why would you take this man back? But again, this is about her right now. I don't know if she that innocent like she claimed to be, because Anasa has always come off as very quiet, very sweet. You know, I definitely, she kind of pulled at my heartstrings when her and her mother had that reality show. And she talked about how, you know, her father pretty much had custody of her full time up until a point where she decided she wanted to stay with her mom. But she was always, it seems to me, she was always longing for her mother's love. And low-key probably longer for her mother's beauty. As much as beautiful as Anasa is, Anasa had weight issues growing up and her mother made fun of her. How deeply rooted is that, where your own mother, who is considered the most beautiful black woman in the world at one point, is making fun of you about you being fat? No, Anasa's daddy was not famous. I do believe he was a businessman or an attorney or something like that. Her father passed. But at one point he got full custody of Anasa. He raised Anasa for a very long time. And I think once Anasa hit high school, if I'm not mistaken, she decided to live with her mom. But at one point, her father had full custody, which says a lot. it says a lot because you really don't find men getting full custody of their kids, even today. But especially back then, because I want to say Anasa was like born in the late 70s. But yeah, so it says a lot. But as much as she cries and she seems like a very sensitive girl, and then of course there was a scene in with the Beverly Johnson reality show where she didn't want her mother involved as far as having godparents on the mother side or whatever the case may be, something of that nature. But it was because Anasa said that Beverly Johnson, her mother, called Ava ugly when Ava was a baby. And the way that apparently it went down was Beverly Johnson said, I was ugly like that when I was a baby. And I ended up, turning into, this beautiful woman, which Beverly Johnson was trying to be slick with it. Like, I didn't call, I just said, I was ugly like that and I became this beauty. Like people, ugly babies turn into this beauty. Ma'am, you pretty much were calling your grandchild ugly. Like if I had my child in my hand and my mother or father said I was ugly like that and I became this beautiful or this handsome person, yeah, I'm going to take that personal. You trying to call my baby ugly? So if Beverly Johnson said some stuff like that about her own grandchild that literally had just came out of her child's womb and said something like that, I can't imagine, the other things that Anasa probably hasn't shared about things that her mother said. Her mother, pretty much was around that 70s supermodel world and they had no filter. They used to be, child, you see Janice Dickinson from America's Next Top Model. That's Beverly Johnson's era. So that should be enough said, honey. But yeah, but at the same time, it almost coming off as if Anasa may have become what she once despised in her mother. Cause she did this whole situation right here really caught me off guard. And I said, ooh, that's messy. Like Anasa, you probably just as messy as Matt. Yeah, and that's why y'all get along just fine. Y'all do these social media games, and all of a sudden, and I'm gonna tell you right now, like I said in my last video, if everything that she did yesterday or a couple of days ago, everything she did trying to expose him for cheating and saying y'all can have him, if she ends up getting back with him, Anasa, I know I'm done. If you did all of that and you end up getting back with him, that says a lot about you. That really does. But this situation with her children from the first marriage and them allegedly feeling like they don't feel welcome and wanted, and yet you're still dealing with this man. You like once somebody makes my children feel unwanted, it's a wrap. What else is there to discuss? But again, a lot of people saying Anasa is desperate. She has no means to make a living, even though she has 2 degrees. I don't understand why she can't start building her way up. At this point, she could easily have, she does social media. Why don't you have a YouTube channel? Why haven't you created some type of buzz in that way? It seems to me she just wants to be seen as the pretty girl who's kept, like a lot of the women Matt has dealt with in the past, like Gloria. Because allegedly they saying she's obsessed with Gloria. Because low key, they saying that, that's not only Matt's type, but Matt really wanted Gloria. They had a foundation of being together for a very long time, knew each other for a very long time. They had a safe foundation of really getting to know each other. And, of course, things got messy, but at the same time, he actually wanted her. Even with the infidelity and everything, he wanted her. He put it out there, in my opinion, that he didn't want Anasa. It was a oops moment, and I'm not trying to deal with the child support situation that I dealt with before with Gloria. So yeah, you move you and your kids in my house. I don't really want y'all there, but you move in there because this is going to be a cheaper situation for me. Still do my thing, but make it seem like I'm really into you when I'm not. So yeah. But yeah, you guys, I would like to know what you guys think about this situation, honey. I don't feel the hairdresser in this particular point is in the wrong. Once you take it to that level, just in case something happened, I need to sit up there and document my claims. I need to document what's going on, because who's to say that he wouldn't have acted? You don't take it that far and then think that someone is like, well, I'm just going to remain silent because, I don't want people to think that I run my mouth about my client's business. No, Anasa started that nonsense. And it didn't have to go that far just to change the name on social media. I tell you, the things that people are willing to do. And if she's willing to take it that far over something that rightfully that lady deserves, which was a proper shout out for doing the hair. She rightfully deserved that. You give credit where credit is due. And you're willing to take it that far and play stupid like you don't know how to change the name when you've done it before and you're constantly on social media. And instead of you just making it right, you take it to Matt and he escalates it to another level. You're not going to be able to tell me that you didn't know he was going to do that. So now I'm looking at Anasa a certain way. Not saying that she's still not a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, a cheater's a cheater's a cheater. But also, people are saying she's known he's been cheating. She has known this. She's known this. And if their relationship started the way apparently it did start, she probably wasn't the only one then. It was never about really getting to apparently know each other. It was about freaky tales. And then, oops, a baby comes. Girl, he probably was looking at you as a hit it and split it. And now a baby is involved. So, yeah. So with that being said, you guys, let me know what you think about this. Do you think Anasa is innocent? Do you feel like she's getting the bad rep? Or do you feel like Matt is easily just getting the bad rep because she's so quiet? She looks like she does nothing wrong. And what do you think about this hairstylist situation and what her kids allegedly are saying about how Matt is treating them? And then him spitting on her freaking kid's father. Allegedly, Matt spit on him. So much for him being a black man. He claimed, he's proud of both his Italian and black heritage, but he said that the society sees him as a black man. Well, black man, you spit allegedly in another black man's face. And then that whole Tasha K situation, when he said Tasha K is the black chick that got sued by Cardi B. I'm sorry, but I'm a black woman. And if I'm a black woman, I've never called anyone the black dude or the black chick, especially if I'm black. So that kind of shows you that he clearly probably don't think that he's a black man. He's black when it's convenient for him. Yeah, I said it. Because who says that? Who says the black chick if they're black? Interesting, right? But again, leave your comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles.